Spring awakening, new love takes me into lilac dreams. Lay beside me, whisper softly your sweet empathy. Crisp reflections on the water of you close to me.
Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning back into our channel. Today we will be doing my pregnancy update, finally, of how my pregnancy's been and all the questions I received about my pregnancy so far. We are currently at a trayuta, like a taco truck. We're at, what's it called, Jairo?
Rico's Tacos.
Rico's Tacos El Torito.
It's on 19th
On 19th and Broadway. We're gonna get some food and then I'm gonna answer some questions, and yeah, if you're interested in that, stay tuned.
What are you thinking, Bella?
Some huaraches or sopes?
They have a lot here.
I know, they have some aguas frescas too. They were chopping.
This is the plug. I would tell y'all where it's at, but can't do that. That belly, but let me get a belly update. Turn sideways.
It's rompy season.
Yeah, it is. Getting big, belly.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good contrast with the belly update.
Got a romper
From
Laura's Boutique.
Laura's Boutique.
I got Zooms. What are they called today? Zooms what?
Zoom X
Heido got me to get these, like
to match.
he has them. And it's so funny, I keep leaning forward because I'm not used to the back.
Yeah. They're running shoes, but they're really comfortable. You got them to the gym too, right?
Yep, shades are H&M.
Nice.
And Bravado watch.
Vibes, alright. We're gonna order.
And then we'll do some flautas. Do you guys have quesadillas?
Yeah.
Just the cheese one. Yeah, just for my daughter. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah.
Alright, it'll be 22 even.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, grapefruit. Gracias, compa.
What's going on with you, man?
Doing, man?
All is good?
I ain't seen you in a while.
Man, you know, man, just good for these streets, man.
Okay, so we just got our food. Got some sopes. And then we got some flautas. Oh, they do a little side of fries. That's cool. I like potatoes. Thank you to everyone who has sent their questions in. To those who always participate, I really appreciate it. And yeah, we have a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. First and foremost, my due date, obviously. I didn't announce my pregnancy until I was about 5 months. So a lot of people have been saying, like, your pregnancy seems like it's flown by. Which essentially it really has for me, because I'm so busy with Evelyn that like half the time I don't even know I'm pregnant until the end of the night. Like, it hits me. I'm just so busy. I'm currently 25 weeks, so 6 months, going on 7. I actually am due in November, late November, 40 weeks on Thanksgiving, which is so funny because I'm like, what if I literally go into labor on the holiday? And I love Thanksgiving food. So hopefully I'll get to enjoy that holiday. But yes, I am due in late November, and I got pregnant in March. Well, I got pregnant actually around my birthday. I found out in March. So my dirty 30 was lit, to say the least. Like, it's so crazy that I'm gonna have 2 kids. Like, it honestly hits me all the time. Like, I'm really about to have 2 children. Like, we were just having fun. He like knew that I was pregnant. Like, I was telling Jairo that I pretty much knew because I just have like very regular cycles. So I ended up testing a week after my period. Like I said, I already knew, but I was like, you know, I should test, see if it's official. And so I found out with a pregnancy test, and I was like, how am I going to tell Jairo? I wanted to do something cute, but me and him are so close that like I wasn't able to hold it from him. I ended up telling him like just casually when he got home. I had Evelyn actually take him the test, so that's how he found out. Like I said, I always find out early. Ooh, those carrots are spicy. Just because like I know my body, and my body is really regular, and so like the cycle, and so I always find out I'm pregnant at like 5 or 6 weeks, and so it does kind of suck when you find out early because it makes it that much longer to like see your OB and get in there and stuff. But definitely all the drinks you guys saw that I kept posting were fake, so I knew really early those were not my drinks. My first trimester, someone asked how my first trimester was. Honestly, it was completely different than Evelyn. With Evie, I was so sick. And I mean, I couldn't eat anything. It would hit at like 5, 6 a.m. and just go all day. I ended up actually having to try out a popular medication with Evelyn just to start being able to eat. And so this time around, when that didn't happen, I swore that I was having a boy. I was like, I was so sick with Ev. Like, I didn't feel any sickness this time around at all. I had no morning sickness. I would get nauseous if I would wait too long to eat, or if I ate really fast, but I didn't throw up once during my first try. And so I told everyone, I was like, oh my gosh, it's a boy. We're having a son. Like, I was so sure because it was just night and day.
I think at our gender reveal, you were in all blue.
Well, it was Frozen themed, but I was secretly like putting it out into the universe that it was a boy. Because I felt so different this time around. And I guess it really is true that every pregnancy is different. Because I didn't feel anything like I did with Evelyn at all. And I was literally a vegetarian with Evelyn until I was 4 or 5 months with Evie. I didn't even eat meat. I could not eat meat. I honestly ate bean burritos every day, it seemed like, for the first like 4 months. And threw up every day. With this time around with this baby girl, I had an appetite from the beginning and was fine. So it is so true that every pregnancy is different. And when I saw at our gender reveal that it was another girl, I immediately started crying and was super excited and happy either way. I just hope that I do get my son one day, because I do want to have, you know, boys and girls. But overall, I'm so happy and excited that Evelyn's going to have a sister. And I think that, you know, I already know like how to raise a daughter, and I think I'm really good at it so far. So that's kind of my comfort zone, and it all worked out. My second try has been pretty easy. I would say I have a lot of energy. I did with Evelyn too. You know how second try is. And if you don't know and you haven't been pregnant, you definitely start to feel better your second trimester. But yeah, my second try has been good. I have had really bad heartburn. For those that were asking like what my symptoms are lately, I have had really bad heartburn, and that has kept me from like a lot of spicy foods that I normally would want. So that sucks. I'm really active with Evelyn. I think that this pregnancy has gone by so fast because I'm so active during the day with Evie. So maybe yeah, she keeps me busy. So maybe that'll help me like not gain as much weight this time, because I'm not working out, although we want to start. Yeah, I never really worked out hard in my pregnancies. It's just like a personal preference. I've never really liked to like get in there and do a whole bunch pregnant. I kind of like to take it easy, and every time that I do a lot of exercise, I get really bad Braxton Hicks. So I guess, you know, I try to just not push my body too hard. But I have been eating clean, like because of my heartburn, so that has been nice. with helping me like not get, you know, blow up. With Evelyn, I gained 36 pounds, which for me felt like a lot. So I was 124, I think, or 125 when I got pregnant. And then I was like 160 when I gave birth. And I felt so big just because I do have a petite frame that felt like a lot. This time around, I don't think that I'll gain as much because I eat a lot better this time with my heartburn being so bad. I didn't have heartburn this bad with Evelyn. So maybe she'll have a lot of hair. That's what they say. Heard of that?
Yeah.
I just had, not too long ago, because I'm 25 weeks, I just had my like really big sonogram around 20 weeks, and baby is over a pound and growing healthy. She's right on track with her due date. They said that my due date estimate is perfect and right on track. So that's good. Someone asked if I've thought about girl names. We definitely have a few that we like. It's been really hard. I'm very picky, and I feel like nothing really jumped out to me. But I'm just hoping that like with Evelyn, when I heard Evelyn, I just kind of like knew that was it, and it felt like, you know, this is right, this is it. I'm hoping I get that same feeling, but we haven't closed on a name yet. But I do want something that you don't hear often.
We have a few names in mind.
Yeah.
I have a few I like.
I definitely want something that you don't hear all the time.
I mean, my rule is I want something strong for when they're older and they're adults. They can have strong, powerful names. I don't like names that are cute when they're young, but then they grow up and it's like they can't be taken serious. I mean, what's a good example of that? Stormy?
Yeah, there's a lot of cutesy names out there, but when they become an adult, it's not as strong. So we really like to find names that
Like
transition
Evelyn, for
well.
example. Evelyn is strong. It sounds like a lawyer. So
What my cravings were this time, I haven't really had any. I feel like I said that with Evelyn. I'm like a visual craver. Like, I'd be on Snapchat, like, what's it gonna be today? Tell me what I want. I feel like when I see people's food, like certain ones, like, okay, then I need it, and I'm like a visual. But like, there's nothing that I'm just like, I mean, lately I've been into sweets. That's nothing new. But like none in particular. I just like crave kind of sweets at night. Whereas I did with Evie too. It's so hard to eat and talk at the same time. How do people do this? C-section or vaginal. So my OB actually is recommending vaginal for me. Just because with Evelyn, I had a C-section because she was breech. So it wasn't a complication or anything with that with me. During a vaginal birth, it was just shoot and turn, so I had a C-section. So this time around, they said if the baby's head down, that I would be a perfect candidate for vaginal. But I don't know. I'm like, I limbo. I don't know if there's certain things that I love about a C-section, like no labor. Like, why would I give myself pain if I don't have to?
no, but yeah.
Long labors, why would I be in a hospital for 36 hours of labor if I don't have to? I mean, there's certain like red carpet things that come with C-section, but then at the same time, depending on everyone after to help you out and to like get up and walk again and have them hand you the baby, and I would like to do vaginal so I could get up the next day, grab my child when I need to, take a shower on my own, you know, do things for me and not just like need that week of, you know, slow recovery with medication and just everything that comes with a C-section. So I'm going to play it by ear and just kind of see what happens. I mean, for all I know, this second baby will be breech too, and I won't even have a choice. So I'm really trying not to like worry myself. The way I see it is birth is crappy no matter what. Like, birth is just not ideal.
Birth is crappy.
Like, birth is just not fun no matter.
It sounds so magical.
It's magical after. When you're holding your baby, anything you went through, it doesn't even matter. You forget in that moment and you have your baby with you and you're bliss. Like, you're so happy. But I just feel like me sitting here doing the pros and cons of each one, like each one's gonna have disadvantages.
Neither one is fun.
Neither one is a good time. I feel like since I've been pregnant too, like, you know how they say you get either really clingy or annoyed with your spouse? I definitely don't feel like I've been annoyed with Jay. I would say I am clingy. Like, he'll go get his braids and I'll text him like 30 minutes in. I'm like, when are you going to be home? And he's like, I'm on my way. Like, you see me all the time. I just definitely love him near me. And I think pregnancy for anyone is a time where you want to be, you know, just spoiled and cuddled with your spouse, you know, laid up, all that. But
she always wants to know exactly what time are you going to be home. 11:15? Okay, 11:15. And then she'll freaking count down the minutes. I swear to God, she'll count down the minutes. 11:17, I'm getting a call. Hey, where are you? You said 11:15.
no, I am super clingy. Like,
So clingy.
yeah, for
Her
sure.
and Evelyn. As soon as I show up, Evelyn runs up to me like a Spider-Man. But, I mean, I love you.
You guys, Evelyn has been so cheapy this time around. Like, I always heard from Heidel's family, like, Evelyn will be super clingy to you, Aubrey. I think they said if it was a boy, though. I can't remember. I'll have
Well,
to,
I don't know. Either way.
I'll have to ask them on the vlog. But either way, Evelyn has been the clingiest child on the planet. Like, she is glued to me. She won't eat unless I sit next to her. Like, she will not eat until I come eat with her. What else, Heidel? She likes me to sit in the back with her. I mean, I tell her, like...
She'll sit in the back seat and she'll want you to hold her hand.
Oh, yeah. So when I'm in
So
the...
Aubrey will have to ride like this with her hand.
My hand will fall asleep.
And 30 minutes will go by and Aubrey will say, hey, my hand is asleep. I need my hand back.
And then she'll start bawling. And she's very...
And that started when Bebe...
No, yeah. With this pregnancy. Like, she just became so... Heidel will try to do something with Evelyn, like maybe change her, you know, change her or like just do anything with her. And she'll be like, no, mommy. Like, she's just so glued to me. And she's very aware of this pregnancy. Like, she talks about Hermanita every day. She cannot wait.
She'll ask if she's still growing. Is Hermanita still growing?
Yeah, and then
Cute.
it's so cute. She's so smart. If I don't do a certain thing, like lift something or, you know, just anything, if I'm like, no, I can't, she's like, ¿Por qué estás embarazada, mami? ¿Estás embarazada?
She's so smart.
She's just so aware. And so I've explained to her that, you know, Hermanita has the same mommy and papi as her, and she hasn't been too celosa about that. But I do think that she wants all my attention right now. But I feel like the transition hopefully will go very well. And I think it will because Evie is so excited to like help. And then a lot of people were asking me if I'm going to breastfeed. So I breastfed with Evelyn, but I didn't do it very long. My C-section was a little bit of a harder recovery, and then it was my first pregnancy, and Evelyn was cluster feeding like crazy. And so we ended up supplementing with formula. And then once I did both, and she got a little bit more taste of like the bottle with formula, she just did not want the boob anymore. And some babies are like that. So she just didn't want to have to struggle for the milk. And I just, you know, I was so tired. I was kind of like just winging it. And I was so grateful. And I'm so proud of even moms that breastfeed for a day. Like, that is like, it's harder than labor, literally. Like, breastfeeding is so hard. It's the most selfless act you can do. And I praise any woman that even just does a day of it. So I was super proud of myself. I mean, obviously I felt mom guilt when I stopped, but then as I got older and I learned more about it, I was like, you know, I'm proud of how long I lasted with Evie. And yes, I do plan on breastfeeding again. Someone had mentioned to me, like, are you going to breastfeed even though you have implants? Like, can you? And yes, I've done my research, and the implants that I got are actually behind the muscle, so I can breastfeed still and plan on it. I don't know exactly how it's going to go because with Evelyn, I didn't have my implants. I got my boobs done November of 2020 because it was a year last November. So November of 2020, I got my boobs done, and so this will be like new to breastfeed with them. But yeah, my doc said that I can. I've talked to other moms who have theirs done and said that they did fine. So I shouldn't have any issues, and I still plan on breastfeeding as long as I can. with this next baby. And I really did enjoy breastfeeding. I think it's so hard in the first weeks, but I do feel wiser this time around and more confident in myself and the process that goes with breastfeeding, that I think that it'll run a lot smoother this time around. But yeah, guys, that clears up all the questions that I received. Hopefully I talked about everything. I am 3 weeks shy of my 3rd try. So yeah, wow, this pregnancy really has gone by so fast. I think it's Evie.
I mean, in the first pregnancy, you had nothing to do but watch movies and
oh my gosh,
rub your belly, and you would just, I think you even started a series. What series did you start?
Sweet Magnolias.
Sweet Magnolias. Every day she was talking
that
about
series
it.
was good.
And like, so that's all you had to do was watch Sweet Magnolias. But with Evelyn, I mean, you wake up and when I get home, you haven't stopped moving.
Yeah, from the moment.
I mean, yeah, of course. You don't even focus on your pregnancy. In your first pregnancy, you just rubbed your belly and focused on that all day. This one, you don't have time to.
Oh my gosh, with my first pregnancy, I relaxed, watched Netflix, took naps. I took a nap every single day when I was pregnant with Evelyn. Every single day for at least like just an hour, and I loved my naps. This time I'm like,
no time for naps.
Yeah, I don't nap. Evelyn stopped napping like, gosh, when she was like 2.5.
Evelyn doesn't nap. She has FOMO, fear of missing out. She does
Evelyn thinks she's grown, so no naps there. Although in my 3rd try, if I start to get too tired, like she's laying down with me, like we're resting. But yeah, I'm just so busy with Evie that, like I said, by the end of the night when I lay down and like I feel her moving, I'm like, oh, I am pregnant. Wow. Because I'm just so that busy that all my days, my weeks fly by. I'm currently not working right now, so I'm just at home with Evelyn. We just got her potty trained not too long ago, so that has kept me busy. I've been doing a lot of projects around my house. Just like I'm already kind of in nesting mode, honestly. I took out all Evelyn's old clothes, washed them all. I'm like picking out what I'm keeping, what I'm letting go. And I just feel like I'm going to be really prepared this time because I have that time to just focus and on this pregnancy and enjoy this season of my life. As busy as I am, I have been really trying to enjoy it and take it in because I love pregnancy. I really do. You know, I love pregnancy. And it's such
about it when you're not pregnant.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful time, and I'm blessed that I have easy pregnancies for the most part, other than occasional heartburn and lower back pain. What else? I'm trying to think. Like I really can't complain. It's been a nice 2nd try, and I'm blessed for the energy I have. So there is a full pregnancy update. I hope I answered all the questions that I got well, because we're out here and I'm like eating and talking, but let me
join the fam?
Yeah. I think that wraps up our questions, guys. We are gonna go join the family and finish eating a little bit and just like enjoy the night. So thank you so much for watching.
¿Qué ordenaste? ¿Qué es eso? Quesadilla.
Está hot, mami. Salud.
Cuidado, mami,
Ahí está, vengo, bye.